the Washington Mystics, without a doubt, are going to win another championship. It just won't be as soon as some might be hoping. And I think it's obvious that they are trying to rebuild. Like, they're a full rebuild from the ground up. Like, the definition of rebuild is what the Mystics are trying to accomplish. They have the youngest team by far, even with Alysha Clark, who is the oldest player in the WNBA, if you didn't know. They've been making a lot of questionable trades, and then in the past offseason, people were giving them a lot of flack and a lot of hate, and then they brought in 4 rookies, and then people were like, oh, period, we understand what you guys are doing. And they made more trades for more picks. So it's like when they said they were going to rebuild from the ground up, pure rookies, not like trading in some younger player. No, they're drafting who they want and perfectly crafting their little Mystics team. Obviously, it's easy to be like, oh my God, they got rid of Aaliyah Edwards, they got rid of Brittany Sykes, like Ariel Atkins. Like, yes, it's very sad. It's very upsetting for the like home crowd, the fans, or like Mystics fans in general. But then you look at the bigger picture, and for the 3 guaranteed first round picks they're gonna get, and I think they're probably gonna also get the 4th. They're definitely gonna be gunning for a lot of these top players. I don't know the exact order that they're gonna have these picks. Like, I don't know if they're gonna have like number 3, number 2. I mean, obviously the way it's looking, it might be number 2. Like, it's not 2 or 3. Not looking great for the Mystics so far this season. They started off really good, and they've had like good spurts. They don't look horrible, but they have been having some losing streaks lately. I think after Brittany Sykes, like, she was leading the team in so many categories, like just her being axed from the, not axed, she asked for the trade because, I mean, she doesn't have that much time left, so she did ask for the trade because she wants to win a championship or have an opportunity to try to win, and that's not going to happen with the time that she has left and the way the Mystics are trying to build. So it started with Ariel Atkins. That was like way in the beginning. That was, I think, like one of the first big trades they did, and then like obviously like last with, I don't know if they traded or waived certain players, but I know for a fact that they traded Ariel Atkins for that first round pick, for one of the first round picks to the Sky. That gave them a right to swap picks in 2027. So like they're going way into the future. 2027. And then they get the 2nd round pick for Chicago in 2027. But like I said, they also have the right to swap first round picks. That trade for Ariel Atkins was for 2 years in advance. So yeah, they're looking long term. They are really trying to rebuild, and they're not like, we're rebuilding and winning a championship next year. They're like, we're rebuilding and we might win a championship in 5 years. The Mystics have been having like this super high energy season. Like, I went to a Mystics game and the fans love the rookies. They love Soniacitron. I love Soniacitron. She's amazing. She's an incredible rookie. She is super talented. She is super poised. She's a very mature player. She has like that Alicia Gray, like not reacting to hitting 7 threes in a row type of energy. Kikiiriafen, oh my God. And I think Kikiiriafen being drafted, and then like the huge steps that she took immediately was kind of where they saw Aaliyah Edwards not taking the role that they wanted. I think they realized that Kiki was going to fill the role that they thought Aaliyah was going to fill. I think they initially were going to probably try to flip them back and forth a little bit with the playing in the minutes, but Aaliyah Edwards has been battling a lot of injuries. I think it's been like a lower back injury mainly. I also want to talk about Georgia Amore. She's obviously going to be able to play next season. I don't think they're going to trade her, obviously. Like, she's going to be an integral part of this team and this rebuild that they have, but it also depends on the players that they bring in afterwards. We also have Lucy Olsen. She is definitely like the definition of like a role player as of right now. I'm not saying that she isn't an amazing player, because she was amazing at Iowa, and the fact that she had to go into Iowa and fill the shoes that Caitlin-Clark left behind, and people were comparing her to Caitlin, which I think was very unfair because Lucy is her own player. Yes, she's a shooter, but I think Caitlin definitely left a big hole in the Iowa team that they were like, oh, Lucy Olsen's the next Caitlin-Clark. But I mean, she did amazing with the expectations that people had. She's an amazing player, but as of right now for the Mystics, she is a role player. She's an amazing shooter, and when they bring her in to make a shot, she will make that shot. I think that her role can expand as time goes on, but as of right now, yes, she's just coming off of the bench. Coming back now to Brittany Sykes, they just recently traded her on the 5th of August, and they traded her to Seattle for Alysha Clark, which strategically it makes so much sense. And at first I was like, why would we get Alysha Clark? Like, she's old. Sorry. She's older and she doesn't do much. You know what I mean? Like, she's a shooter, but the Mystics have so many shooters already. It was like, why are we getting Alysha Clark? She's not going to be in the WNBA for that much longer, and she's a role player, but she does play a lot of minutes. I'm not exactly sure. I've never been like super impressed. Literally just now I realized like Alysha Clark is probably going to retire soon, so that then again it opens up another roster spot that the Mystics are going to have. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually, because Because then when Alicia Clark retires, they basically just got 2 free freaking picks. 2 free players with the roster cap that we already have. And then along with Alicia Clark, they did get a first round pick for the 2026 draft. So this next year, that was Seattle's first round pick. Yeah, it's definitely very obvious. They're like kind of forcing the rookies to take this role of Brittany Sykes, which is not easy at all, but I think Kiki and Sonia are doing a very amazing job with that. Going back to August 5th, everyone was lost. Wait, was it August 5th? Yes, August 5th. Everyone was lost because they had been talking about trading Aaliyah Edwards, and then all of a sudden they're like, it's actually Brittany Sykes that's getting the axe. But then we realized Brittany Sykes asked for it, so it was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then Aaliyah Edwards, gone. So, and then I guess at the end of the day, I assumed that they just weren't going to trade her anymore. And they're like, yeah, actually, we're going to trade Aaliyah Edwards for JC Sheldon. To me, the only thing that I've really seen from JC Sheldon is that she gets dropped like every other game. I don't see exactly how she's going to fit into the Mystics like rotation. But then they also get to swap first round picks in 2026. When you look at like some of the players that are coming in who they might be targeting, it absolutely makes sense. It is, like I said, it's sad, but you have, I don't know the exact order that the Mystics are going to get, but you have Lauren Betts. I think Lauren Betts is going to go first overall because she is such a hard prospect to skip over. There's so many talented players, but Lauren Betts is like a rare occurrence. Like, you're not going to have a bunch of 6'7" players that are like genuinely talented, athletic, and bringing so much to the table. Because like people always say you can't teach height, and you really can't. You have Olivia Miles, AZ Fudd, obviously. Tanaya Latson, be amazing to have on any team. Flau'jae, amazing, will be amazing on any team. Bring her over. There's so many players that they could be going for. You have Talasia Cooper of Tennessee. There's just so many players that they could possibly be looking for. And oh, then they have the MVP from Spain. I don't remember her name, but the options are unlimited for the Mystics right now. And I know it's sad to see all these players getting waived, but then you look at like Sonia, Kiki, Lucy, and then Georgia, who everyone's going to be so excited to see when she finally comes back and plays. But this dynamic they're building, this chemistry they're building, and this like rebuild of this dynasty that they're trying to build right now could potentially win a championship in like the next 4 or 5 years, maybe 6. I know it's looking a little rough right now, Mystics fans, but just trust the process, because I'm going to trust the process. Yeah, I'm just going to go pre-order my 2028 Mystics championship jersey, so